A great hunt begins? I kind of don't know what that means, and I'm kind of concerned about what that could mean, especially because I'm only level 19. Also, welcome back to the stream. This is Just Cross Tier, and I'm here playing more Wizard 101. Today we are continuing our explorations throughout Crab Alley. Um, mm, Thank you, Zeke. I will not care about what I can or cannot carry. That's not particularly my business. That's not particularly my care in the world. Um, However, my care in the world is beating some of these river claws. I don't remember how long, particularly Crab Alley is. There's also some really bad hands. Good God. But as I was saying, basically, my plan for today, honestly, might just be in total get through Crab Alley. I think that's a pretty simple standard goal. I'm not sure how long it is, but I am pretty sure that we can do this. It's not too difficult. As you can see, their healths are about excuse me, the same excuse me, the same amount of pips as the guys that we were facing in Krokotopia. I think it's about as much as like the fire elementals and stuff like that. That is ridiculous, the crit rate. Um, so it's about that much. I'm not that concerned. I think I'd rather do it now before we continue into the Crocosphinx, just because I want to be properly leveled for that at the same time as not being over leveled for this in the future. And I don't think it would take even that long. I don't think the bosses are too terribly difficult. And even if they are, I'm not particularly scared. I'm kind of a beast. I'm kind of a dog. I've only died once. So far, knock on wood type of beat. Um, I'm pretty I'm pretty confident we can do something along the lines of beating Crab Alley. I'm not sure if we can do it today, but we can do it pretty soon. Why are all these hands so bad? I'm gonna wand hit, and then we'll probably wait for Storm Shark. Um, or maybe, I don't know if I have Lightning Bats in this deck, but we can use Lightning Bats to kill the first one because of the wand hit. Um, which is always cool. Um, Let me take off and put back on my glasses. You're getting a little annoying. All right, two storm sharks and some lightning bats. Realistically, I'm gonna actually kill this one first, and if we fizzle, then I'll use vampire. All right, because realistically, it could take another, the lightning bats could not kill. They have the possibility of not killing the first guy. And I did not want to deal with the repercussions of having to fight both of them at the same time. So what I'm going to do now is put a curse on them where lightning bats would be a guaranteed kill. Mm. And then we'll lightning bats, and if this fizzles, we can, I guess, wait for vampire. Alright, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I know, I'm trying to remember just some of the quests in general. Crab Alley. I think, oh, this is the Waterworks, the hellhole of a level 60 grind dungeon, which I personally very not I wouldn't even say fond. Very many memories though of farming that back in the day. That is farming Waterworks. It was a Wizard 101 player's 9/11. I would say farming Waterworks is very mentally draining, very mentally time consuming. Wow, use our magic to make him see reason. I don't know why I didn't think of that, honestly. I really did not think of that. I think he's brilliant even. I think this is where we fight the Imposter King. We fight the real king for sure. Absolutely, the real king. However, I don't think we actually get in right now. So away with you. Thank you, Guardman. I really appreciate that. I should have put the teleport within the. I don't know why it's a sigil every single time. It's making me really impatient. Unpatient. Friendly players. What is all of that? Catherine is the head cook. I forgot we need to talk to Catherine. I'm gonna put a waypoint inside of here this time. I think what we need to do is we talk to Catherine, we kill some enemies to receive the crumpets or whatever, and then we deliver them. I think we kill the angler thugs to get receive crumpets. And then we go on with our day, I suppose. This beauty of a crab biddy. Some of the river claw scoundrels. Laffadil. The plants. I need to. Yeah. Fuck you. Shut up, idiot. I really thought that some of these quests would require me to kill the angler guys and in general not just keep having to kill the same river claw guards over and over again with 390 or 345 health. It's kind of annoying to have to deal with. Because I can basic attack him, get my I can basic attack him so where vampire kills next turn. Or the next turn I can cast it, and then I can put a curse on the other one, so lightning bats could kill. Or I can storm shark the other one just because I'm negative. Um, and then we can maybe basic attack and then curse or just curse if we have a lightning bats as well. We do not. So I'll delete one of the vampires, one of the ghouls, and one of that, and then I'll just clash right now. See if I crit. Ah, maybe I found out I just can't predict it, or I can't expect it. I don't want to do either of those, and there is no lightning back, so I'll just put a curse on him, and then I'll storm shark, and then if the storm shark fails, I will vampire, and if the vampire fails, I'll put a bullet in my skull. Something of that combination of events happening at the same time. Or I can banshee actually. That's an other option. All right, use my school appropriate spells. Easy peasy. 2 of 3. I get an engraved ring. Worse than my own ring. Maybe that's I guess that gear that they drop is indicative of what level I should be playing them as. All right, I'm gonna banshee and then a wand hit to kill. I thought it was gonna fizzle. Yeah, I got a wand hit to kill. I don't think that was a. I don't think that was a max hit, but I don't think that was also. I also don't think it was a minimum hit. We survive, I suppose. She's And that means we can kill him, and we can wait to get Storm Shark for the other one, and then hopefully we can be done with this crumpets nonsense. Because we do the crumpets, and then we go into the King's Lair, and then we go into a subsect of the Crab Alley called motherfucking I don't remember what it's called actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, but it's definitely just the next area. um. Hold on, I can vampire and just end it. And if vampire fizzles, then I can do the storm spells. Um. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I'm so glad we finished that. I'm so glad we can get all the crumpets. You know, that's really helpful. Give me a second. I fucked up one of my widgets. Um. There we go. I didn't see what was going on. I accidentally closed out of it. What are these? Skeleton's key, spirit of ignorance. I, you know, in light of ignorance, I don't know what that means, so I'm not gonna bother with it. That's, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember what was wrong. Specifically, I believe that he's a river claw, but that's my opinion. I think he might have gained a little bit of weight. I think. I also think he's stormed though. I'm not gonna lie. Which might. Oh yeah, there's the yeah. Oh, King Amadeo. Um, interesting. It's not a fight yet. It's gonna be a fight after I talk to him. We don't even fight him yet. Interesting. We talked to Catherine. I feel like that's pretty interesting. I remember the first. It's like the same way that like if you remember when I was in Grizzleheim and there was just Nick Jonas there for no reason. It's the same thing. That's why I think they keep mentioning the King's World Tour, which is just literally because it was a um what is it called? It was a collab with Selena Gomez. The timer has been reset. Oh my god! Why do I have to rate a sigil every single time? I don't want to. I want to just talk to the Crom shell. Mm, hello, welcome in. It's been fine. It's been fun, actually. I don't know why I responded so negatively. It's been fine. It's been fun. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying playing through again. It's been obviously the first time it's the first time I've played through the beginning of the game in literal years because it's now free, obviously. Right now I'm doing Crab Alley, which is again really really weird. It's a weird area. I feel like, and then we're talking about the concept of Wizard 101 collabing with Selena Gomez and Nick Jonas at separate points because they could apparently, or they can still do it. I guess like Nick Jonas is still actively in the game. Like I don't know. I feel like it's an odd experience. Why is he like that? Why is he in the sigil with me? Or why? Yeah, I was about to say. No, I haven't played through like the story. I say in quotes of Crab Alley in a while, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Or I do remember what to expect, but like not I'm not expecting great things, I suppose. And I think I named silver chest. My attention span is very low. I want it to be Shockalock though. I'm not there we go. All right. Hey, yo, chill. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Perfect. Perfect. Is quite simple, really. Yeah, no, Crab Alley's just weird. Like, it's a cool area. I really think it is, actually. I think it's really cool. But the story is, I feel pretty disconnected. Pretty interesting to say, or not. Again, just weird. It's fucking weird. Um, to it's a weird story. Um, excuse me. Like all the other areas in Wizard City are about like helping out students and like I don't know, just like being better. I don't know, like helping the routes. And here where like the king has been kidnapped after a world tour where he went because he was influenced by Selena Gomez. And I just feel like that is an odd message to have to send out. An odd message to have. Um, the breach. That's what it is. That's the next area, or that's like the connecting area. Um, like right now, this wizard is at it's in the Crocosphinx. Um, yeah, the Crocosphinx, and I personally, I both want to do that because like it's fun. I like the Crocosphinx, but I also want to be like properly leveled because I'm just doing all of this solo, and I also didn't want to overlevel this account, or I didn't want to overlevel for this area more specifically. Like I wanted to be able to have it not be like a complete breeze, which it still seems like it's not the hardest place in the world. Thank you, I appreciate that. I think I'll for the most part be okay with just doing it solo. There are some dungeons that I'm not like actively going to do because that would take it would take a long time, even if I were to do it solo, or it'd be extremely difficult to solo. I think wait, what? Was it a low roll too? Motherfucker. Um, but again, I think honestly, me doing it solo is making me like actually just play through the game and enjoy it. Like on like a couple of my mainer accounts or wizards, I had just higher level friends helping me out, or like I was questing with friends while I was doing it. Um, to the point where I was like, okay, like I wasn't struggling in anything ever, except for like when people didn't understand how to do waterworks or something like that. So I think being able to struggle through everything by myself is fun in a way. Fun. It's still in air quotes, but fun, you know. Damn, I'm getting a lot of power pips. They want me to beat these angler thugs up. Mm. And to loop back, no, I if it's important enough or interesting enough, I will listen to the dialogue. However, again, for Crab Alley, I don't think the dialogue is either of those actually. So I'm kind of okay with skipping the dialogue and everything. Like I don't know. And also I think like all things considered, the voice acting is nothing but dedicated. Nothing if dedicated. It is very they get into their characters. There's good voice acting. I they talk really slow sometimes. And I'm not gonna lie. Again, early part of the game, Crab Alley, Wizard City specifically, I don't particularly care about what they have to say. um, so I'm more okay. I'm more morally inclined to skip it. Exactly. I'm just spamming the space bar until like again, if it's like it's just some of these people take so goddamn long to get out a sentence. Like Merle Ambrose, great voice. He's our guiding man and everything. God, if he doesn't talk at the speed of gosh darn molasses, he'd be better to talk to. But the dialogue is interesting. I know what's going on because I still remember the quest line. I still remember the general like curve of the plot. So like if I'm missing exposition, which I am, I can at least like somewhat explain it, kind of. Will I explain it well? No, but I'm explaining it kind of relatively. This should kill probably. Um, with the curse on it, probably should kill. Well, that would be a reason for it to not. Let's go big, go home. I remember one of my the accounts that like started becoming more solo esque was actually my storm, and um that went about as well as you'd think. I remember Mushu um was not fun at all, actually. Mushu actually kind of sucked, and I don't know. I wasn't having fun. At least with the storm, because I think like my first wizard was death, and this is also death. Just for if you had not noticed, I know I use a lot of storm because once more I'm impatient. Um, but then my second one was myth, I believe, and I think my third was it's the storm one, and that was when I started getting more into solo, and that again went about as well as you thought, with Marleybone kind of being really annoying and just difficult. And then by the time I got to Mushu is just long. Like that's I think the main complaint I have is Mushu, and then even like Dragonspire is just fucking long. All right, Barkingham Palace. I don't remember. I don't think I've done. Dragonspire is really really long. I also agree, especially like with the one quest that makes you go find all the obsidian chests. I remember that because I that took ages. I think it's cool to like have to go through back all the worlds and like find stuff like that. That's interesting to me, kind of, but also at the same time, not the most entertaining of gameplay. I do understand, but I think Dragonspire kind of makes up for it in aesthetic. Like it looks pretty cool when it's doing it. I think like I don't know, like the again just a general aesthetic is cool. I'm a big like I like the concept. I think my main or my main as in the one I used to play on, I think got to Avalon. I really 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 hated Zafaria. I felt like every single quest was some BS um fetch quest, and I was not particularly in love with it. I'm gonna take out the storm spells that have more death, blades, traps, and cards like that. Zafaria just felt like every single quest was a fetch quest, and I really was not a fan of that. And I believe that it took me. I think it genuinely took me literally years because I just did not want to play it. I did not want to play the game. Um, and then obviously I stopped playing the game just in general before that. Um, yeah, I I feel like most of the time I don't find the bosses particularly difficult. I think the only time bosses get pretty difficult at least like if you know what you're doing and if you're keeping like a consistent level, um, are when either they cheat, which like blows, or but I also think cheating is the only way they could have like continued having fucking a somewhat fair difficulty curve, or the bosses that have like a lot of minions, like the first couple that come to my mind are like um what's it called, the final boss of Grizzleheim, the four ravens. Like on their own, they're not that difficult, but it's all four of them at the same time. Even if you're like only one, even if it's a 1v4, and like those types of bosses, I feel like are more difficult, like if they have more minions or something. But like playing through it again, I feel like there's a general, if you know what you're doing, and again, I also have like a little bit of pay to win gear on currently. Yeah, no, literally, like because for me at that time it was absolutely, it was pre scarecrow for me, obviously, and like I was also a child trying to do it, and like my teammates weren't the most team players of them all. Like because it was pre crow, it was pre frost giant, it was pre fire dragon, it was, I think the person might have had Tempest, or it was Tempest, or I think there was a balance that could have had Judgment. Um, Solo Mount Olympus. Now, what is Mount Olympus? Is that the level 30 dungeon in, what is it, Aquila or something? Because no, no, I won't actually. I absolutely will not. I have the wand. I discarded the wrong spell, but I have the wand from that area. The Sky Iron has to. It's not. I don't have it with me right now because I'm not level 30, but I have that specifically. Everything else I don't particularly care about, and I'm not hurt by not having. I don't think. If there's people that, oh wait, no, I don't even have the unless it's free with the first arc. I don't have it, and I'm still okay with that personally, because I'm only, as of right this second, only playing through the first arc because again it's free. I don't want to pay money um, to play the game. I think that the first world should be free. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like it, because I am on winter break, so I am not going to be playing it. And I did not play it obviously throughout the school year. I just don't play games that much during the school year because I'm actively failing, and that is a joke. But I'm actively trying not to fail. Um, it's like I'm on break, so I'm enjoying this, but I also am not going to purchase the membership because I will, one, not play it as soon. I should have set a mark.